So this week in the Q&A, hi, we are going to tell you about how we met.
A story for the ages.
Yes, this is the only thing we're going to cover this week because it may go on a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because it's not as straightforward as some things. It's not like we met on the internet, end of story, or, you know, through friends of friends. It's a bit
more complicated.
One. So, we were both on the same internet forum.
Yep.
And this kind of goes way back, because we'd be at the same parties.
Yeah.
And you'd come down from London, I'd go up because I was living down south, and literally you'd be on a sofa in the pub and I'd be around the corner playing foosball, and we had not crossed paths multiple times.
That'd be the Kenilworth.
It was, yeah, because there were pictures of us at the same party.
Yeah.
And, yeah, literally, the pub goes like that, and I'm like in this bit, and you're like in this bit, and it's like, nope, didn't cross paths. So we used to go to all these meets and parties and didn't really kind of...
See each other.
And then one day I decided, on a complete tangent, that I wanted to get my tongue split. And to do that, because I was working not like in a call centre or something like that, but I was on the phone. I needed like a week off because there's no way I could like that. Hi, what can I help you with? My tongue is swollen and I can't talk. So that wouldn't help. Yeah. So I took a week off. And there was a friend of mine that I had been talking. We used to talk pretty much every day. We're still in touch now. And it used to be this thing. She lives in Bristol, not Bristol, Birmingham. Yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, we'll meet up for a cup of coffee sometime. It'd be cool. And it's like, no, right, I'm doing this. So I might as well meet up with you. And there was a party, one of these parties that we used to not be at the same place in Leeds, that was like 4 days later. And there was another one of my friends from the same site that I was going to see in York. So it was like, okay, cool, I'll go up, do this. But it seems kind of stupid to go up to Birmingham, come all the way back down, to go all the way up to Leeds, to then go to York, to then come back down. It's like, I've always wanted to go to Scotland, so sod it. I'm going to go like a loop. Go up, go to Edinburgh, then come down, and I think I did York and then Leeds. Yeah. And on to the same forum, which you were like the, what's the word?
Kitten herder?
Not the kitten herder, you were like the owner.
Group owner.
You were the group owner of the like Scottish contingent at the time. And it's like, right, well I'll join that little bit of the forum and I'll see who's about. And you know, these are the days where you're like, oh, just meet people off the internet, I'll be fine. Well, my mum's like, it's going to be an axe murderer and kill everyone. Yep. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to be in Edinburgh for a couple of days. Anyone want to meet for a drink? And 2 people turned up. You did. Yep. And Gary turned up. And that was the first time we actually crossed paths. Yep. And we went to the City Cafe. Yep. I've talked a lot. You talk for a bit. Okay. That's my part of the story up until we actually physically met.
we went to the City Cafe, which was where a lot of the Edinburgh meets took place. And we ended up having milkshake and nachos, whilst Gary had a wee bucket of chips.
A pot of chips.
Literally a tiny wee bucket of chips.
Well, we're like, nachos, because at this point my tongue was healed enough that I could start to eat properly. So I'd gone from not being able to talk at all to just be like, must eat, haven't eaten for a week,
Which is why this then became known, and indeed is still in our diary to this day. 8 years in November?
Yep, 8 years in November we'll be celebrating
Milkshake
and Nacho Day. Because it's the day we first properly met.
Yeah. So, I remember because I was like, I'm working that day, I'm working the next day, I will be out, but I'll only be briefly.
I'll just go for one drink, it'll be fine.
1 or 2 drinks. I got in at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd work at 7:30 in the morning.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was, and I had work the day after as well, this was a great start to the week. Anyway, so we got on really well, and I remember because we sort of swapped numbers. And you went to the cinema the following day.
Oh yeah, I was messaging you from the cinema. Yeah.
telling me that, yeah, I'm here. I can't remember what film it was.
Due Date.
There you go.
Of all, it was like, you know, I'm here on my own. I might as well go do something. It was Due Date, which is actually alright. It was an alright film.
So they're telling me about this as we go, and I'm like, alright, cool. I'm slightly fragile, but yeah. The other thing I remember was I walked you to your hostel.
Yep, I was staying at the Haggis Hostel, which is on the east end of Princes Street.
Just round the corner from Snacks.
And it was something stupid like a £5 a night. And I had the whole room to myself.
But yeah, I remember it was the crossover was that, right, your hostel's just there. Yeah, I'll walk you. And we just, and I think we'd cut through the back of the train station, and literally we come up onto Princes Street and I look, and there's the 37, the last bus that will take me home. And it's the, well, I've already said, and then I walk you to your hostel. So for me just to go, yeah, you know how I said
bus, bye!
It's like, it'll be fine. So went back to the bus stop, sort of, 10 minutes later, we said our goodbyes, and yeah, I'll speak to you soon, it's fine, and go to the bus stop, and there it is, it's a night bus in an hour's time. It's like, yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, so we blathered a lot, sort of back and forth.
Yeah, we had like a few chats, but we didn't, there wasn't anything like,
we were friends.
Yeah, there wasn't anything at that point. It was just kind of the same with everyone else on the forum. We would just kind of like chat with each other. Yeah,
it's like, cool, I've made a friend. This is someone who the next time I'm in London, hopefully we can meet up.
Exactly. Because it's a really close-knit forum, and half of the people at our wedding are from this forum.
Yeah.
Like, we made some incredible friends from this website.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was just that, you're really cool, yay, another friend type of thing.
Of course.
Yeah. And
because you then had the Leeds.
Yeah, I had the Leeds
party,
and then there were people you didn't go because you're rubbish like that, and then people were like, "Where's Leo?" I'm like, "I've only just met the guy. What's going on?" And Gareth was like, "Don't tell him that I'm crying. Where's Leo?"
Indeed,
is our friend that we go and see in Durham. Yep. See, because we are still really good friends with these people, and that was an awesome night.
Yep. Indeed, I got a text from him that said that if anyone tells you I was in a corner in tears going, "Where's Leo? Where's Leo?" they're lying. Never happened. So yeah, it
was really cool. And then, so this was in November, and then in January, there is Birthday Geddon, which we haven't had in a few years, because a few people had birthdays in January. So rather than having like a birthday party, like one of them was in Scotland, one of them was in like Leeds kind of area. One of like a couple in London. It was like, rather than just having like 3 split up meets across the country, we all got together in London and had Birthday Geddon.
Yep.
And it was an 80s themed prom.
Yep.
And I was like, I can't be bothered to do like an outfit, and like, do I really want to go? And but the thing was, I was going to Thailand for a month after this. So I thought, no, right, I'm going to go, I'm going to see friends, I'm going to catch up with everyone, and then I'm going to disappear off the grid for a little bit. So I was like, I should go, because otherwise I'm not going to see these people, and I'm going to miss them, because I talk to them quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, fine, I'll go.
Yep.
And you were there as well.
Yep.
We hadn't actually really spoken at this point, because I didn't know you were going.
Yeah.
And turned up, and you had dropped like so much weight at that point, like between seeing you in November and seeing you in January. Yeah. You were like half the size, and it was kind of like is that who is that? Is Leo? What? And you look completely different.
No.
So it took a couple of moments to be like, that's the same person. Oh yeah, you're the dude I met in Scotland. Cool.
I should also mention, because this is an 80s prom night, my outfit consisted of, I kid you not, a silk silver lame shirt. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my sweet Jesus, this just sounds like catnip. Oh no. Upon finding out that it was an 80s prom several months before, I had then gone, right, no, I needed a haircut, didn't get my hair cut. literally waited until like the week before I went down and went into the barber's, and the guy was like, right, so what can I do for you today? And I was like, mullet. I was like, okay. So I got my hair in proper business at the front, party at the back, shaved at the sides, and I remember the guy sort of was saying, "Now, do you want this to be a buzz, a fade, a cross?" I was like, I have no idea what any of these phrases mean. Just
the best mullet you can give me.
Give me your very best mullet, sir. And he was like, okay. And I finished, and I was about to leave, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'll need to make an appointment for like a week and a half's time, because once this party's over, I'm getting rid of this.
Get rid of it, yeah.
I'm not rocking the mullet any longer, thank you very much." And I also went to some hairdresser's supply place and basically bought hair extensions. So I'd clip-in hair extensions, so like mullet that actually properly came. It was a proper 80s mullet that came down. It was, yeah. And Rachel, one of the people who I was staying with in the hostel.
Oh yeah, because you were team hostel and I was sleeping on a friend's floor.
Yeah. She spent a good 10 minutes clipping the hair extensions in and swearing furiously at them and saying, "Why didn't you get the such and such ones? Because they're so much." It was what they had.
I just wanted a mullet.
So I rocked up in a silk silver lammy shirt and a mullet.
Perhaps it wasn't just that, it was like, 1, you've lost loads of weight, 2, you have a mullet, and 3, there's this like weird shirt going on.
She says weird. She was bedazzled. Like,
yeah, no, it's a whole peacock effect.
It was the ensemble. So yeah, so we got on like a house on fire. Bought lots and lots and lots and lots and lots.
And as we've mentioned before, I don't drink, but someone does. So someone got more and more and more drunk. Doesn't actually remember half of the night.
I was just like, I was a total gentleman. There was no shenanigans whatsoever. Then a bit later, we're confronted with photos of
the night. Then the photos came out,
and it was showing me going. And I was like, I don't remember that, and you're like, I do. That happened. It's like, clearly it happened, but what? So we had
a good night was had. It was really enjoyable. It was really good fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a good night, and that was it. And you went to Team Hostel. I went back with Kai, and yeah, that was it. And then I've got Kai like grilling me, like, so what about Leo? What about Leo? Even, funny enough, just to go back in time, when I went to York to see my friend Marie, she was also like, "Oh, so Leo." I'm like, I've only just met the dude. No, come on, calm down. Who again promptly was like, "I told you so." As soon as this happened, she's like, "I told you so. You came and saw me in York. I told you so." So yeah, Kai is grilling me about it. And then, because I'm messaging you as well, because the next morning, because you're Team Hostel and I'm Team Kai, I'm messaging you being like, right, so we're meeting at Bodian's, when do you want to meet? So you can bring everyone from the hostel and I can bring everyone from here, and that should be, bar a few like stragglers, that should be everyone, the vast majority of people. So she's like, like, no, I'm organising lunch, calm down. So we all went for lunch.
Yep.
Not all of us, most of us went for lunch, because Kai didn't come, because we'll come back to that in a minute. We had some lunch, and then we just kind of had a wander around London and did some shopping. Yep. As like an en masse group of people. And we ended up in Forbidden Planet.
Yep. And at this point, I've eaten far too much in the way of ribs.
The pre-vegan days.
Pre-vegan days, and I've got meat sweats, and I'm just sort of like trying to stifle belches and feeling. It's a combination of I've eaten too much, I'm hungover, I've also had more alcohol, and I've made a succession of really fantastic and poor life choices all at once. So I'm sort of doing the trying not. I really need to just sort of do this good old fashioned belch and get everything out and be fine and dandy.
It's now named your dinosaur mating call because it does sound a bit like that. You gotta go.
Because I'm trying to stealthily, i.e. not stealthily at all.
I find you like hiding at the back doing this and be like, are you alright?
I'm looking at Comet, i.e. I've gone to hide to belch out the meat sweats. And so we just start talking again. And we're wandering around and we end up next to the Studio Ghibli art book section.
Which we're right by now. Ta-da!
What it was. And yeah, we just start talking a bit more and a bit more. And then...
Someone's a filth bag.
That wasn't the way I was going to put it. I was going to say, and then, before you know it, we're smooching. But yeah, probably someone's a filth bag is probably a lot more accurate.
But the thing about this is, like, we're all in our own, like, wee moment here, and everything is good. But our friends, like, the other side of the shop, all stood there being like, they're still at it. It's been, like, 10, like, can someone go over there and see if they're done? And they're all like, you go. No, you go. Like, someone needs to go because we've been standing here for ages.
And round about the time that it's apparently getting quite close to the look, it's like, will someone just go? And we both kind of realise, it's
been a while. We should find everyone.
We walk over to find them all just grouped, waiting, and it was all of this. Really?
Yeah.
Look on the curtain. Sorry. It's like, whatever for?
Sorry.
So we then go to...
We then carry on, we go to a pub, we go do some various other things. You're staying in London with your sister.
Yep.
And I'm going home, because I'm literally a train ride away. So, the same thing happens. We're kind of in the Euston area, and you take me to Euston so I can get the tube to Victoria. And I miss 3 trains while we're standing there. I'm not talking about 3 tubes, I'm talking about 3 trains. They're about every 20 minutes. 3 trains while we're standing there like being, oh, hi, hello.
Yep.
And then eventually get on a tube. And you go back to the pub.
Where I get grilled slightly
by
the patrons who are still there. And so, and I'm like, so what? Like, what? You took a long time. It's like we were saying goodbye. I'm not talking about it, so what's everyone doing? Yeah. So I then head north to go and stay with my sister. And you then get lost.
Well, you can do your side of the story and then I will tell the story of how I got home eventually.
Yeah, so I head north and walk up to see my sister. And I'm a bit later than I probably originally agreed to because being sidetracked. So I rock up and she's like, oh, there you are. I was like, yeah, sorry. She's immediately just like, what's happened? You look very happy and pleased with yourself. Met someone? I was like, yes, I think so. Good. Details. So I get grilled and I sort of do a brief recap, and she's got work the next day because this is a Sunday, so it's an early-ish night, and we then go, you've made it home by this point. So this is screwing up the timeline a little, sorry. But we're then both sort of talking away and both kind of realise it's that, shit, I should have gone and visited you, but didn't, so. But anyway, jump back several hours to Euston.
Yes.
You've got on a tube.
So I get on the tube, and it's one of those irritating ones that stops at Green Park, not at Victoria. So just trundling along, and all of a sudden it's like, yep, it's suddenly gonna stop here. It's not going any further. It's just like literally one stop further. Oh my god! But it's fine. I've walked from Green Park to Victoria hundreds of times. This is absolutely fine. So in the meantime, I'm texting you. No. Kai's popped up because she didn't come with us, and one of the guys had come over from Canada, who was promptly named Canada because we couldn't remember his name. I was like, Canada told me this happened and that happened and that happened. So I'm messaging you. I've got Kai going like, what's happened? Tell me, gossip. I've got my friend Chris, who's like, what have you done now? What's happening? And I'm also talking to my friend Tony because in the midst of all of this, 4 days later we're going to Thailand. In the midst of all this as well, my parents have been their usual selves who just... I'll not get into how much I dislike my parents. They've thrown a spanner in the works and suddenly been like, oh yeah, so we're not going to take you to the airport now because we were going from Heathrow. So I've got to get hold of Tony and sort out alternative travel arrangements for like 3 days time by this point. And Chris, and Kai, and you. And I'm messaging, and all of a sudden I look up and I have no clue where I am. Which we found when we were last in London. It's like this big archway. It's like by, what is it? I don't know. It's just like, oh god, where the hell am I? And this was like, I didn't have Google Maps because I had a BlackBerry. Just like, what's going on? So eventually found my way back to Victoria. And by then, the trains back to Eastbourne were like 45 minutes away. I was like, oh, for God's sake. But there was one to Brighton. So I was like, right, fine. I'll get on the one to Brighton and then I can get from Brighton to Eastbourne. That's fine. No. It was the train that went way out and then went across to Brighton. So it's now taken me like even longer to get home. And I could just get to Brighton and it's like, what the hell is going on? And eventually get home because it was just like, of all days to get lost and then to like have problems with the trains and everything. It's like, oh. Yeah. So 3 days later at this point, I went off to Thailand for a month. And I think it's the best thing that could have happened because we talked a lot. Like every day, and we got to know each other really like well. Inside out. And by the time I got back and I came up here in March, we were like the best of friends by that point, and we it just worked. And I think that was the best approach we could have had.
Birthday was end of January. You were in Thailand for pretty much the whole of March. We got more
February,
fall of February, sorry, and came up.
A couple of weeks into March.
Yeah, mid-March. And so we'd had 6 weeks because you were going to have a digital detox.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to take my phone. I'm not going to like worry about trying to get online or anything. Because again, this is before I had a smartphone. So I went to an internet cafe, and I got a Thai SIM card which I was topping up all the time. I was looking for 7-Elevens no matter where we went in the country. I was like, right, there's a 7-Eleven there. I can get my phone topped up. And I was going to internet cafes every single day and had it down to be like, right, I'm paying for 10 minutes and go. Check everything, do this, right, done. And yeah, Tony, who I went with, was like driven a little bit mad by it. It's like, you don't ever say anything on the phone, you just sit there and smile and giggle and just, what the hell?
Interestingly, there was one time, because we used Facebook chat.
Yes, we did. We used Messenger. Yeah. No, it wasn't Facebook. It was MSN Messenger.
Oh God, that is how old.
With the video. Yeah. So we'd be talking through that, and yeah, there was a time where
it didn't work. Well, the
video worked, but the chat didn't, because there was like a chat function on this forum, but it was like open to everyone. So we popped up on that, and oh no, it wasn't. It was the video. Sorry, you're right. And we had the video function on forum chat, and we were using the messaging service on MSN, and everyone on the chat is trying to talk to us and be like, what are you doing? And we're like, no, I'm just like looking at MSN talking to you.
The weird thing is
no one understood what was going on.
The way that the windows were was there's the video chat, and there's the video chat with you, and sort of, you know, the bottom part there is where all the text is, and so I've got MSN literally over that. So I'm not seeing any of these things going bidding.
Everyone just be like, oh hi, how's Thailand? Oh Leo, how are you? We're just like
and there's sort of going and so it's the they're clear.
And I'm sat in some weird room in Chiang Mai, and there's like lizards on the floor and stuff, like just wandering in, and I'll just be like, oh cool, and just grab the camera and be like, look, see lizards and stuff. And
I remember
what is going on?
Tony even sort of, you know, literally peering over and going, hello.
Yeah, we're off to the night market.
And yeah, so when we sort of finished, clicked off, then sort of see these screens, and it was the
hi everyone.
Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you, but was.
Yeah.
So yeah, you then moved up.
And then I came here, yeah.
You moved I came back. You came and visited.
Well, I came back from Thailand and came and visited, and then we kind of did this couple of months of you coming down to see me coming up to see you, and it wasn't so much a long distance relationship. It was just that we saw each other pretty much every other week because one of us was coming up or coming down. But the thing was, I was unemployed because I got made redundant. So my redundancy pay went on a ticket to download and my spending money to Thailand.
Yeah.
Because I'd already booked the tickets because my asshole boss had said, yeah, sure, just go book your tickets. By the way, you're now redundant. Thanks, Phil. Thanks. It's like, talk about a dick move, man. But all my redundancy money went on that. And then, yeah, I had no job.
Yeah.
So you were a nurse.
Yep.
Which you still are now.
Yep.
And you've got this kind of home that you've been living in for how long?
20 years now.
Exactly.
So at the time, 12, 13, something like that.
I was in a rented flat that I'd been in for like a year, maybe two, and you'd been here like 11, 12 years at the time. So it kind of made sense for me to kind of move up here because I had less to kind of lose than you did. And that's it, really. That's how we ended up here.
Okay.
With a cat. A cat who has magically appeared. Hi. Through the magic of video editing.
I was going to go for digital chicanery myself.
Ah. But there we go. That's kind of
short version.
Short version of how we met and how we ended up here. So thank you for watching. Yep. If you have any more questions, let us know in the comments below. Please don't forget to subscribe because we're still trying to hit that 1,000.
Also, don't forget that there is a Patreon or Patreon. Or
however you pronounce it.
One of them. So get exclusive videos, digital postcards. Enough, you actually get a handwritten one from me. Apparently I have nice handwriting as well. Don't you want that? Yes, you do.
Keep Gigi in dreamies.
And jerky sticks.
Look at that face. But yeah, all the links for everything are below. And yeah, we will see you again soon.
Bye.